Are you struggling to find high protein snacks that actually taste good? Well, what if I told you you could whip up a high protein snack that is not only delicious, but you can whip it up in just under 20 minutes. Plus, it helps to satisfy those cravings and help to keep you feeling satisfied. Well, I've got you covered because these high protein bagel bites are packed with ingredients that taste amazing. Plus, they just might help you to keep those cravings in check. Let's be real, finding a high protein snack sometimes can be a little bit challenging. Now, most of us just tend to grab a protein bar, but sometimes protein bars can be a little bit too sweet, or even worse, sometimes they're just way too dry. Or some of us just might grab like a high processed snack, which leaves you feeling hungry soon afterwards. Well, these high protein bagel bites are perfect for those busy days, or especially when you're just on the go and need something really quick. All right, so let's whip these up and I'll share why these are about to be your new favorite snack. So the beauty of this recipe is you'll only need 3 ingredients. First, we have some almond flour, then we have some Greek yogurt, and we have a little bit of baking powder. All right, so the first ingredient I'm gonna add to the bowl is some almond flour. So almond flour is a game changer. Not only is it gluten-free, but it's also rich in healthy fats and fiber, and this combo helps to stabilize your blood sugar, which means fewer energy crashes and fewer cravings later on. Now, you can totally use all-purpose flour if you want, but I just wanna add as much nutrients to these bagel bites as possible, so I'm going with almond flour. So the next ingredient we have here is Greek yogurt. Now, this one is also a game changer and is our star ingredient. This is what's gonna give us our protein, because Greek yogurt is really high in protein, which helps to keep you feeling full and satisfied. Plus, the thing I love about Greek yogurt is that it's packed with probiotics that help to support your gut health. And when your gut is happy, guess what? Your cravings naturally go down. So we're gonna pop that in there. And then the next thing is we're just gonna add in some baking powder. And I have about, I think, almost a teaspoon of baking powder there. So now I'm gonna take my spatula, you can use whatever you want, like a wooden spoon, and I'm just gonna mix everything together. Now there's gonna be a part here where I'm gonna need to go in with my hands, so just bear with me while I do that. And I'm just gonna mix this all together, but basically what you're looking for here is you're just looking to create a dough. Okay, so if you find the dough being a little bit too sticky, then you can just add a little bit more flour. So that's what I'm gonna do, but you just wanna add a little bit at a time, and we just wanna knead the dough a little bit. This is feeling good now. I feel like we have a good amount of almond flour in here now. We just wanna knead it just a little bit. Okay, this is feeling good now. I like this, awesome. So now we just wanna shape this into a ball. This actually feels really good. There's something very, I don't know, therapeutic about this little kneading situation that's going on. I don't know, maybe it's just me. All right, so now we just wanna form that into a ball. And next I'm gonna break these off into little balls and I'm gonna put them into the air fryer. Okay, so I'm gonna air fry these. So the first thing you wanna do is just spray your basket just a little bit. Next I'm gonna take my dough ball, which I have here, nice cute little dough ball, and I'm just gonna break this off into like a few smaller balls. I think I'm gonna have about 10 here. This is how much I had the last time, but let's just see. So I like to spray just a little bit of oil on the top as well. And then we're going to air fry these on 350 for about 10 minutes. And what we wanna do is we wanna make sure that we are flipping them halfway through. All right, so we're halfway through. Now it's time to take a look and flip these babies. Ooh-wee, these are looking so good already. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip some. If you want, you could spray them with a little bit more oil. I think I'm just gonna spray it just with a little bit more, not too much. Oh my God, these are looking so cute already. And I wish you guys could smell like how good it smells in here. So now I'm just gonna spray these just a little bit. All right, and then we're just gonna pop them back in for the remainder of the time. All right, these babies are done. Ooh, these look so good. I cannot wait to eat these. Now we do have one final step, and this step is totally optional, but I'm gonna actually just zhuzh these up a little bit and you're gonna see exactly what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna use some everything bagel seasoning, and I'm gonna roll the bagel bites in the everything bagel seasoning. Now I was just like a little bit too greedy and I couldn't wait to see what these look like and how these turned out. So when I opened it up, it's just like freshly baked bread. I don't even know if you guys, can you see that? Oh my God, this is so, I just want to eat all of this. It wasn't supposed to be the taste test part yet, but I jumped the gun a little bit because I just couldn't wait. This is so good. Okay, here's what's gonna make them even better. The everything bagel seasoning. So this is what we're gonna be doing. I love that these bagel bites are like crispy on the outside. They're like soft and chewy on the inside. This is exactly what you want in a snack. Now, I mentioned earlier that I made this with almond flour, and I just wanted to go back to this just for a moment. So let me just put some everything bagel seasoning on this plate here like this. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to use almond flour is because it's a rich source of healthy fats and fiber. And this really helps to stabilize your blood sugar so that you have fewer energy crashes and fewer cravings later on. The reason why this matters is because when your blood sugar is balanced and you're getting enough protein, your body doesn't send all of those feed me now signals. And that's why these bagel bites are such a win-win, because they're high in protein, fiber, and they're just naturally satisfying. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spray these in some oil. So I'm just gonna spray them in a little bit of oil like that. And then I'm just gonna roll them in the everything bagel seasoning. And if you need to put more oil, go ahead, just put more oil on it. And then we just wanna roll it around in that seasoning. Looks like all of our seasoning is being used up here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more seasoning on the plate. And then just keep repeating. Ooh, I cannot wait to dig into these. Trust me, once you try these, you will never go back to store-bought snacks. Ooh, I don't know if I can just stop at one of these. And if you want to learn how to stop cravings naturally, make sure to check out my next video.